Let's give Wednesday's Daily Puzzle on chess.com a shot. This is called Still of the Night. It's black to move. Give the video pause and try it yourself if you feel like it. Alright, so I'm immediately seeing that I can fork this rook. It seems like it would be pretty good. And I'm just up a knight. Oh, this pawn's about to promote. Okay. So probably got to try to find a checkmate. I mean, this check looks really good too. Alright, so if I go here... if I go here, the king has 2 moves. I honestly don't really know what my follow-up would be there. Oh... okay. Here, if the king goes here, I was thinking maybe this, but then the king just sneaks out the top. If I go here and the king goes here, I was thinking maybe this. I don't really see either of those lines really working. So if I go here, I don't know. This isn't immediately popping out to me. Here, the king has 2 different moves, and I'm not really sure what I could do after that. I could take the rook, make a queen. Yeah, that's bad. That's definitely not good. Okay, so what am I doing here? It feels like it kind of has to be one of these 2 moves to me. And I don't see either line, so I definitely could be wrong. It feels like I'm probably going to have to start getting my pawns moving somehow, so that's more reason to move my knight. I feel like I want to cover this square, and I don't know how to do that. If I go here... Oh, if I go here, does this threaten checkmate? It seems like kind of a tough Wednesday puzzle to me, if that's the answer. Rook here, I could be it. Like this, I could definitely be, like if I go here, I'm threatening checkmate with my knight, because the king's got nowhere to go. And I can just sacrifice my knight because I'm also threatening mate with my pawn. This rook is kind of out of play because of this pawn, which is hilarious. There's no checks. Is it just this? I think it might be this. I don't see a way to stop that. Because, for example, like, the rook can come here and defend this square from my knight, so I can't get mate with my knight, but I can go here with my knight anyway because I'm threatening checkmate with my pawn. That looks good to me. You can queen, I don't care. There's no check. You can't make a piece that would check my king. I think it's just this. This is a tough Wednesday move, I think. I'm going for it. Wow. Okay, and then this is just check. No, it's not. Okay, but I take. Okay, I take. And now I just checkmate here. Pretty chill, dude. Pretty chill. Tough find. Tough to make a move that's not a check. I guess the board wasn't that crazy. The calculation wasn't that hard, but for a Wednesday, I thought that was kind of tough. Let's run that back. All right, so you got a couple good-looking checks in the position, but after further analysis, it doesn't seem like they work that well. Like this forks the rook, which is the first thing that I saw in the puzzle, and that seemed pretty good until I realized that white's about to queen. So if white gets a queen, the fact that I have an extra horse doesn't really make much difference. But still, this check looked okay. I mean, the king has a couple moves, but I didn't really see the follow-up. Same with this check. If I check the king here, the king can just start moving this way, and I couldn't figure out how to make a checkmate happen there. And I kind of realized that I really needed to take these 2 squares away. The king is pretty trapped. My king's got it. The pawn's doing some work here. So if I can cover these 2 squares, I'm in pretty good shape. So I thought about, well, can I move my rook here? And this isn't a check, so you have to consider everything that white can do. But there really isn't a whole lot that white can do. This pawn that's about to promote is kind of in the way of the rook getting into the game. And this rook can't do a whole lot. So after I go here, I was like, well, the rook can drop down and cover my knight's ability to checkmate the king. But after my knight moves, my pawn is waiting to checkmate the king as well. So I have kind of a lot of threats. The king is completely trapped after I go here. And there's just nothing white can do to stop checkmate eventually. So after I go here, in the puzzle, for some reason, the rook just goes here. I just take this, and the threat continues, you know. And then the king can't move at all. If you make a queen, that's great for you, but not if it's mate in 1 for me, you know. The queen can't do anything if I give you a checkmate, and that's exactly what I do with my knight. And there it is. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.